Okay, we are back. This is going to be game 2. As we just get everything set up. This is going to be game 2 of DC South America versus Gorrilaz-Pride. DC taking control of the last game towards the end. The Venomans are going to be banned out there as well. The Earth Spirit. But yeah, Gorillaz put up a great fight but got forced back into the base just from the split push of the Beastmaster as well as the Morphling. The Morphling getting that Earth Blade in the end really started to secure the win and cement that place. So it is a best of 3. G-Pride looking to take the series to a game 3, and DC looking for a 2-0 shutout. So Spirit Breaker is going to be picked up by DC. The Night Stalker picked up by Gorillaz as the Necrophos, as well as the Lich, Venomancer, and the Earth Spirit are taken out of the draft.
Ten seconds remaining.
Now I wonder if
5 seconds
DC
remaining.
have something like a Lycan
Radiant team
in the
pick.
locker. They pick up the Dazzle for now, which is a great support, great fighty support, just with that weave. But yeah, if they have something like the Lycan with the Howl, just to maybe make the night time a little bit easier once that Night Stalker starts to roam and gank and throws out the darkness of his own. Could be very effective. So G-Pride, they pick themselves up the Silencer. Not only is that great in the fights with that global silence, the extra tick damage coming out from the Curse of the Silent as well as the Arcane Curse. Just that extra in every time you near a kill, every time you pick up a kill, they pan out. Okay, they ban out the Huskar, which is a great choice once you've got a Dazzle on the enemy team. Huskar, known to love the diving, obviously, with his Life Break ultimate.
10 seconds
taking
remaining.
away a third of his health on the dive.
5 seconds remaining.
Not something you want to be playing up against. Even with that Silencer, still a great combination. The Dazzle and the Life. The Huskar. So TB and Batrider ban out once again.
Ten seconds remaining.
Yeah, so the TB and Batrider ban out once again. Gorillaz just thinking about their next ban up as well. Now both teams do still have a decent amount of reserve time left.
Radiant team pick.
DC pick up the Bloodseeker, makes it through the bans, and DC instantly decide to pick its second pick. And with the silence of his own, that could be extremely effective.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Brewmaster!
And G-Pride pick up the Brewmaster once again, so maybe a G-Pride specialty. Gorillaz wanting that Brewmaster. And again, the amount of control he offers, he's just a great hero.
10 seconds remaining.
The Drunken Haze, the clap for the slows, and then into his
5 seconds
split
remaining.
form as well. The Boulder Toss, the Tornado up in the air, being able to chase anyone down with your Fire Spirit as well. So Brewmaster, extremely strong hero. And now DC. See, we did see in the last set of games, the Bloodseeker was run as that solo safe laner.
Radiant team
Whether he's
pick.
going to be run there again, it's going to be the
Commander.
Legion Commander. So this could be a mid lane Bloodseeker, maybe even a safe lane Bloodseeker and an off lane Legion. Could it even be the dreaded Jungle Legion? Nah. The pros are too good for that.
10
You know, they
seconds
actually know what
remaining.
they're doing with the Legion Commander.
5 seconds remaining.
I wouldn't mind seeing G-Pride pick up a Timbersaw in response, though. It does struggle against the Rupture of the Bloodseeker, but it does mean that he's going to have a good early game. If this is a mid Bloodseeker, can put the harass down onto him. It means the Legion Commander's duels get that much harder. If she does duel onto the Timbersaw, then the Timbersaw gets all that reactive armor stacks. If she does duel onto anyone else, you do get the Chakram as well as the Whirling Death, just for that awesome amount of burst potential coming out every time there is a duel. So we'll have to see what G-Pride want to be picking up here. Gorrilaz just taking the reserve time, just letting it tick down, letting themselves think about this. They've still got 2 pickups and a ban to come, so they just want to take a minute to talk, and they pick themselves up the Ursa. Ooh, that's actually a really strong hero against the Legion Commander. All those Fury swipes stacking up. Legion Commander needs to be careful where and when she duels, because Ursa doesn't take any prisoners when it comes to a right-click battle.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant
So it's
team
going to be a
ban.
puck ban out. Again, goes well with the Gorillaz lineup. Just being able to keep people locked down for the Ursa to chase down the clap as well to slow over the top. You've got the AoE damage coming out from the
team
silence and Night Stalker just being able to run up and right click you down as well. And they ban out the Phantom Lancer, making sure that the Ursa can't get overwhelmed in these fights. G-Pride
10 seconds remaining.
got themselves about 40 seconds for this
5
pickup now.
seconds remaining.
If they want to drag it out, really think about this. And it looks like it's going to be a mid laner. Whether it is going to be an off lane Bloodseeker or a Legion Commander, maybe the safe lane Bloodseeker. But with the Phantom Lancer ban, G-Pride seems to think this is a carry pickup, so they've got to pick something now. 10 seconds, 9 seconds left to pick up a mid laner.
Dire team pick.
And it's going to be the Tinker. So Gorillaz, they want the map control. Tinker does need to be careful if he gets caught out with the duel or even the Bloodseeker being able to chase him down. The Spirit Breaker as well being able to charge across the map. Tinker needs to be very careful with his positioning. He needs to be able to get those
10
blinks off those
seconds
Force
remaining.
Staffs as well. Hide himself out in the trees and really just push the lanes
5 seconds remaining.
without being caught out. If he does get caught out, yeah, it's probably curtains for him. But Tinker, gonna be the final choice of Gorrilaz-Pride. Digital Chaos. What are they thinking now? Is this going to be a carry pickup? Maybe with a Tinker, they move the Bloodseeker off onto the safe lane. If it was going to be a Bloodseeker mid. But what did they pick up? $30 before they need to lock something in, so that's plenty of time to discuss. Look through your options. 10 seconds left.
Lena.
And they pick up
Choose
the
your
Lena.
hero.
So, good amount of burst damage. The stuns there as well. From the Light Strike array, the Dragon Slave reaches pretty darn far, and when the Laguna Blade comes out, Tinker could be in a lot of trouble before he gets these Boots of Travel and starts moving across the map. Offers a decent amount of burst potential as well with the Legion Commander's duel. Going to be able to lock heroes down for the Bloodseeker's Blood Right as well. So DC, they have a decent plan of attack. You know, those heroes combining really darn well. And Gorrilaz-Pride, are they going to be able to force this to a game 3? So just waiting on everyone to pick up the heroes and this strat time to be over. And then we'll be getting ourselves into game 2 of Gorrilaz-Pride versus DC. So this is it, the TP's instantly coming out from the Spirit Breaker with a smoke on top of him, one more available to him. Silencer, maybe trying to block off the Dazzle, and once again, I apologise for any frame issues on the stream. We are running on Brazilian servers, so we do have a tiny amount of ping, so it might not be the smoothest stream in the world. But hopefully that doesn't impede on your viewing pleasure. The Bloodseeker just hanging around, making sure no one gets close to his ward, rune even. Though speaking of wards, up on the high ground, going to be seeing that the Bloodseeker is solo for now at least. The deep ward can see rotations through. It's going to be great for spotting in this offlane Brewmaster as well whenever he does push up. And it looks like Matthew just going to be hanging around, protecting King Tekka as well as Crow. Crow actually opting for the mid lane this time, instead of the safe lane.
The battle begins.
Sweet.
Yeah, and everybody gets the rune, gets themselves back safely. And it looks like the Spirit Breaker, Matthew, does he want to go for a level 1 gank onto Chris Brown? The block is good, the charge is going to come through from the back as well. There is a Dragon Slave available. But Crow just backs off. Brown does eat the Dragon Slave, but just uses the Tango Tree combo. G-Pride picks up those Fury swipes level 1, trying to make it hard for King Tekka. On top lane, we've got ourselves an aggressive try. Does Atum bring himself forward though? Put himself at risk. Maybe he doesn't know where the supports are, as the lane is pulled. So he's going to be moving himself over, trying to get whatever XP he can. Meanwhile, bottom lane, the sexy man, looking for whatever he can. The TP's come out into the mid lane. There's going to be a void onto Crow. Crow taking a lot of damage. The laser comes out there as well. Charge onto Chris Brown. And Chris Brown looks like he is going to be able to back himself away. One more right click is going to be enough as Crow picks up that first blood. But Matthew gets taken down in return. Wish picking up that kill.
Reached the end of your days.
But Crow with the first blood. Yeah, Chris Brown instantly TPs himself back with Matthew as well. Meanwhile, bottom lane, King Tekka taking a couple of Fury swipes to the face. But nothing that he's not going to be able to just walk off. Meanwhile, Dire Jungle. Poker trying to get whatever he can out of these creep stacks. Already on 12 last hits as well. That's pretty darn good for your off lane. Brewmaster Senior was on that at about 5-6 minutes in last game. Matthew looking for his level 2. If he can get a charge off. Yes. Looking a bit dodgy. Azurza has just disconnected. Do they let him go though? Do they show the good manners to let him go, or do they say no? This is a competitive game. We are competitive people. We are competitively going to take the kill. So Poker got himself his boots, poor man's shield. Bloodseeker that was pushed a little bit out of the lane. Still got himself his level 2. Can buy himself up his own boots as well as his Quelling Blade. And mid lane, Chris Brown got himself his null tally, his level 2 there as well. Whether he goes for the full burst damage potential with the laser as well as the heat seeker missile, or whether he just goes for the March of the Machines in anticipation to be pushing these lanes. Just waiting on the posts. Hopefully we won't be waiting too long. Any update? No, we're just getting our goes. Don't give up. Matthew trying to inspire even when there's a pause. It looks like they will potentially look for the kill, with Matthew spinning out the, spamming out even, the coming to gank. And if you're just joining me, we are at the most interesting point in the game, the pause. It's Night Stalker got himself the Orb of Venom coming out on the courier, got himself the brown boots now as well. This is level 2, so those points in Hunter of the Night going to be coming in pretty darn handy in the next minute and a half-ish. With no voice lines left to spam, it's good. It's back to the good old tech spam. So, let's take a look from top to bottom, shall we? Bloodseeker, Quelling Blade and Brown Boots queued up. Brewmaster, not got himself anything queued up, but he's of his brown boots, as well as his poor man's shield, the Dazzle. Oh, just got himself a Clarity. And looking to upgrade the courier when it comes out too. Lena. Got herself a bottle, null tally. One shard tango left. Chris Brown got himself the salve, the null tally, the double branch. Spirit Breaker, Matthew. Just looking towards those boots in his level 2. Got himself the Orb of Venom as well as a Clarity. To help himself get back up and going after a long charge. But still needs about 200 gold for the boots. Ursa. Orb of Venom, Poor Man's Shield. Trying to do damage and harass down King Tekka with 2 points into the Fury swipes. Who has her own Poor Man's Shield, brown boots, and going for an Orb of Venom of her own. It looks like it's Orb of Venoms all round, boys. Silencer. Poor Silencer. Just got himself a Tango and a Clarity. Getting close to his level 2 though as well. So the 1 point into the Arcane Curse will do a lot of harass the slow. And then I'm assuming he'll go for the points into the last word. Something about a courier and Masuka. He's doing sexy stuff. Well, that's as good an excuse of any as I've ever heard to be AFK from Dota. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. As we look at all the pretty sets the players have. Autographed arms, Swift Claws. Damn, man. They're pretty expensive as well. Like 5-6 quid. That's the new helmet. Now chat, tell me I'm wrong, but that helmet, not as good as the hood, right? Just that plain hood. I mean, the hood looks awesome. Everything else is pretty baller, but I don't know. I wish I could take the effect off this and just put it onto the hood. Sansa. No longer confused for Dragon Knight. I wonder how he gets them to float. Spirit Breaker gets himself the Immortal of his own. Some decent shoulders as well. Some 5 out of 7 shoulders. Tinker. Okay. Just got himself the 2 Immortals, it looks like. That's a lot of rearms. 10,000 rearms. Man, that is a lot of Tinker. Luna. Got the... Lena even. Got the taunts in there. And some decent items there as well. Night Stalker. Looks like we just got the plain old... Plain Jane Night Stalker. Poker again, yeah. No items there for him. Just keeping it simple, you know. Doesn't want to add to the cosmetic spam. Unlike somebody, Bloodseeker with his belt and his tonk. And Dazzle's even got himself the golden Northlick burden. Oh, very nice. Okay, we're done with the heroes. Let's look at has nobody got any? There we go. The effigy, which I can no longer zoom in on. Shame. But no one else does. That's slightly disappointing. Meanwhile, Chris Brown. Looks like he has a Juggernaut. Slug. Oh, hang on, lads. We could be back in here. We're getting the go. We've got the reconnect. Just waiting for him to be fully back, I guess. To sit down, to get ready to play. But all 10 players are back in the game. As we wait patiently. Okay, we're getting the go. So, the sexy man. The right clicks come out from the silencer.
Denied.
Matthew, is he going to go for the charge? Just going to kick himself about. Meanwhile, top lane. Poker chasing down King ID. Right clicks are there. Mid lane as well. Crow looks like he took a void to the face. But Chris Brown getting pretty low. Pops his salve in the uphill mischance. Just lets him restore a little bit more than he... You know, that luck to keep him alive. Again, top lane. Poker being chased down. But he does get himself safely away.
Much obliged.
Bottom lane. The sexy man. Pushing in, go for the right clicks onto King Tekka. Top lane, the chase is on. One more right click could be enough. Poker does go down. And Wish can't get there in time. The void does come out. Is there going to be another chase through? Just lets the clarity finish up. As Bloodseeker 2 points in now as Matthew takes down Chris Brown in the mid lane. The TP comes in, but it just looks like it's just to help secure the farm back again. They're not making a move onto the Bloodseeker. Crow got really down low in the mid lane. Now King Tekka, wanting to get his XP, doesn't want to be denied from the pull.
Invisibility.
Oh, Wish. We're missing all of the kills now, lads. All of the kills. That pause completely threw me off. As Bloodseeker gets himself back below his tier 1 tower for safety, the charge comes on the bottom lane. Is it going to be enough? Ursa getting pretty low. A couple more right clicks. One more right clicks. King Tekka does go down to Masoku, but Matthew gets the return kill. And Masoku now. Is there going to be a turn? Masoku trying to run himself away. Spells on cooldown. 4 points in the int though. Is there going to be a charge through? Under the tier 1 tower, Masoku could try and turn this onto Matthew. As once again, we missed the kills. Dazzle picks it up. We go back to the bottom lane as the charge comes back, but Masoku maybe finds this out, gets taken down. And Matthew hung around on low health, but sensibly enough, just helped for the kill. You are back on the top lane. Is there going to be another kill? No, it looks like things have calmed down. You're the same. We've had our kills now. We'll just go back to farming, slow it down. As the Crow. Dragon Slave does come out. The laser's going to be there as well as the Void. It is a nighttime Void now. The Rockets come out. One more right click. The uphill miss chance and Wish secures that kill. Meanwhile, Brewmaster. He's level 4. He's finding a decent amount of XP on this off lane. But Bloodseeker is level 5 now. Getting close to having that Rupture. Which Poker might struggle with. He will have the split in just over a level. Meanwhile, bottom lane. Level 5 on King Tekka as well as the Sexy Man.
Go for my tower. Haste.
The chase comes through. King Tekka taking a decent amount of harass, trying to throw out his Q, but it's not going to be off. Meanwhile, mid lane, the charge did come through Chris Brown. One more right click from pretty much anyone, but the missiles come out. Masoku King finds the kill onto King Tekka with the help of the Night Stalker. Charge coming back through. Shrine is popped. Matthew is going to cancel this. Could be in a bit of trouble. The laser. Is it going to be enough at 3 points into the laser? Could be enough to finish him off if he can find the vision. Maybe waiting for the silencer to TP in. Cut off. Wish flies himself up and Chris Brown finds the kill. 8 points of stolen in onto the silencer. 6 minutes in. And that will start to stack. And that will start to get extremely painful. So level 5, nearly level 6 on the Legion Commander. Top lane, tier 1 tower, looks like it's being pushed in.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Endurance run.
As Matthew gets himself a ward down and then kind of jukes out the Night Stalker. Charge coming onto the silencer in the mid lane. Is there going to be any follow-up? There is a Laguna Blade available. Dragon Slave, Laguna Blade. Is it going to fly? One more right click. Anything's going to finish off Masoku. As Crow finds the kill. Didn't want to commit the Laguna Blade with such low health. King Tekka does have the duel, but the Sexy Man not low enough. The charge is coming in. This could be the first duel. Does the ward spotted out? Meanwhile, Chris Brown does go down in the mid lane. Oh, finds the kill onto Crow in the mid lane. Should I say sorry. There's going to be the rage pop. Sexy Man trying to run himself away. King Tekka, is he going to be able to get this duel off? Doesn't have the mana for it just, but he does find the kill. The 3 points into the overwhelming odds. Secures the kill. Top lane. Just bouncing about, looking for these kills.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Addy, the rotation does come up. Charge away, but it's not going to be enough as the Void cancels it off, and Chris Brown with the laser takes him down with precision. Engineering. Or so I'm told. Crow looking for the dive under the tower. The Dragon Slave is going to be there with the dragon. Is it going to be enough as the tower right clicks Crow a couple of times? Maybe getting him to rethink. One more Dragon Slave. Wish coming in from the right hand side. The split's going to be there as well. The charge still coming in onto Chris Brown. Just throw out the Laguna Blade. The Dragon Slave may even be enough with the charge. Level 5. A couple of right clicks. Chris Brown. Is he going to be beaten down himself? No, the laser keeps him alive. As Poker does find the kill onto Crow with the split. And now Dazzle could be in a lot of trouble. The clap comes out as well as the silence. The right clicks come out. And Masoku's intelligence, 14 bonus intelligence. Bloodseeker though is there to mop up the kills onto Wish. Bottom lane, G-Pride, right click's going to be there. Look how fast King Tekka falls. Back in the mid, Matthew getting pretty low, but the Bloodseeker takes down Chris Brown to downtown like a clown with a frown. I'm going to stop it there. King Tekka and Crow grouping themselves up. 4 heroes on this bot lane. Maybe looking for an unsuspecting victim even to TP in. So King Tekka can get a first duel off. Or G-Pride. Just give up the tier 1 tower on the bot lane. Wasn't doing much anyway.
is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So the push does come in now. King Tekka, 4 heroes. Spirit Breaker does have his charge as well. Full mana if they want to carry on going for this. Dragon Slave just clearing off these creeps. And once again, DC starting to put the pressure on the tier 2 tower 10 minutes into the game.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Fortification does come out. But it looks like they just want to carry on pushing this in. The tier 2 tower is going to go down. And then the TP's instantly. Is this going to be a Roche? Or maybe. Maybe DC thought the Roche was happening because Ursa, missing off the map, didn't come to defend the tier 1 tower. There's going to be the Nether Strike. Is it going to be a duel? No! Global Silence. And it looks like the Night Stalker is going to fall. But the duel was denied. And now Matthew does have a charge in the next second. Is he going to be able to get himself away anywhere? Just charge anywhere. One more right click charges onto the Ursa. Okay, that wasn't what I meant when I said charge, but it does keep him alive. And now Ursa needs to be still because of that rupture. Poker gets himself away. The charge coming in from Matthew that was being healed up. The duel could come through the back, but the TP's from the Night Stalker onto the Shrine. This could be 2 dead instead of 1. The Wiz charging them through. The duel coming out. Do they have enough damage up with the Light Strike Array even over the top? It's not enough, but they do secure the kill onto Poker. No, but not before Poker secures the kill onto King Tekka, as well as Sexy Man taking down Crow, and now they try and turn it. Bloodseeker takes down Masoku. Sexy Man right clicks are there. They need to be careful, try and kite this Ursa down, but with the laser as well as the heat-seeking missiles, Sexy Man takes down King RD. And Wish stuck on top, trying to maybe bait this in, but all he's going to find is his death. Matthew though with the laser of Chris Brown. Kills flying left, right and centre. 4 for 3. In fact, no, Brewmaster, there was no duel security. It looks like the duel wore off just before King Tekka did fall.
Money to burn.
So King Tekka, heat-seeking missiles, not going to do a lot of damage there to Legion Commander. The rotation's coming through the charge onto the Panda. They are going to see Wish though. Are they going to stop this? The Dragon Slave comes through. Is it going to be Light Striker over the top? No, with the Void Silence. Right clicks the roll that the Lina has for now. And it looks like Wish being able to fly himself over the trees. Going to be able to keep himself alive. As Ursa, they're picking out the Roshan. They know what's happening. Can they come in and stop it? Or in fact, maybe that's just Ursa. Yeah, it looks like it was just Ursa pinging this out. He is going to be able to pick up the Aegis. TP's the top lane. 13 minutes in, 14 minutes in. No dual damage on the Legion Commander as of yet. Does have the Blink Dagger, but this isn't what you want to be seeing. You want to be seeing the Legion Commander looking for about 20 to 30 dual damage coming up to the 16-17 minute mark. But G-Pride is just responding to ganks so well that she can't find the opening. Charge coming through from Matthew, cancelled off. And now Tinker has those boots of travel. This is where G-Pride starts to get really, really scary. The map control can start to skyrocket. The Spirit Breaker is going to be able to charge him down, but whether he gets there in time or not. Looks like he is just going to be able to, as they look for the gank onto the Dazzle. The laser comes out, the Global Silence is going to be there. Matthew. Is he going to be able to get himself away? Chris Brown doesn't look like it. As the duel comes in, they were just saving time. As King Tekka closed the gap and gets his first duel of the game. Meanwhile, top lane, Lina. Got the Invis Rune, the charges coming in onto Wish as well. TP's coming in. The Light Strike Array going to be off the mark as Wish flies himself into the forest. This is going to be the clap and the split straight away. Wish. The charge is still coming in, but it looks like the Bloodseeker could be taken down. It is taken down by Masoku. And that intelligence just keeps stacking up as Crow gets the Laguna Blade onto Wish. King.ID with the Grave, needs to Grave himself for survivability, being chased down by the Sexy Man. And once again, if this carries on going, it's already 18 plus intelligence on the Silencer, and now Crow gives him another 2. Matthew trying to charge himself away is going to be just enough to get himself down to the tier 1 tower.
Dire's top tower is under
But the tier 1 tower itself doesn't look like it'll stand much longer.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
This will do nicely.
King Tekka duel is up, but probably doesn't want to risk it on the heroes that are up on this top lane. G-Pride taking a slight net worth advantage. If we take a look at the net worth advantage of the heroes, it is the Bloodseeker at the top, closely followed by the Ursa. Matthew charging bot onto Wish. And there is no tier 2 tower. The darkness comes out. The Nether Strike is going to be there as the duel. The silence is going to be there from the crippling fear from the Night Stalker. Couldn't get the blink in time. Matthew does get taken down. They turn this gank around, and King Tekka forced away. Poker even going to try and come and chase down King Tekka, but it looks like they're not going to be able to get there in time. And G-Pride doing the best to force this to a game number 3. Wish. Nighttime of the darkness does wear off. It's got nighttime coming up in the next 3 minutes. Going back for a Midas as well. The charge is coming in, but maybe they don't know that the Ursa's about. Yeah, they cancel it off as Ursa blinks himself forward onto King Tekka. And the first hit bash. Tekka. Looks like everybody on the side of G-Pride coming in. The blink forward from the Sexy Man, the blink forward from Chris Brown as well. Okay, so Sexy Man getting pretty low, does have the Aegis.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Tekka, G-Pride looking for the engage, and the Ursa finds it.
Dire's bottom
And it looks like they're not done yet. Poker hiding out. They do have this side ward though that's going to be able to spot him out if you take a look at the vision.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Once again, the Sexy Man blinks forward. Grave used by King.ID, and there's going to be the rupture, but again he does have the Aegis. Blink clap comes in and Poker absolutely destroys King.ID. Aegis going to be popped. T2 tower going to be taking a fall, it looks like. And the charge, Chris Brown. Yep, gets the TP away safely.
Double damage.
And Matthew stopping right underneath the Ursa. The Nether Strike does get committed, but the global silence as well. They are going to be able to chase down the Legion Commander. Legion Commander, a lot of trouble with the laser as well as the heat seeker missiles, and the clap finishes the job. And now G-Pride just move themselves into the mid lane, looking for the kills. There's going to be the weave coming up from the Dazzle. Are they going to try and turn this around? Poker does have his split available if he needs to use it. There's going to be the real scepter coming up from the Lina. And now Ursa. No Legion Commander, but they do manage to secure the kill onto the Ursa. The Darkness is Papa Wish gets taken down by the Bloodseeker. And now it's DC's turn to push. No Ursa for 36. The blink down from Chris Brown. Caught out by Matthew as he picks himself up the rune as well. Laser though, rupture. Yeah, nothing to cancel the TP. No Yule Cetera as of yet. It's actually going to be a Radiance that the Bloodseeker's going to go for. Going to be helping for the duels. As well as the Ursa with these Fury swipes. Just for that mischance. King Tekka blinks the wrong way looking for Chris Brown.
For the twins.
And Ursa going to be spotted up by this ward. Just a little sliver of vision this gives either way. So the charge coming in. This is going to be a 4-man gank coming out.
Gold and swift.
The duel is going to be there with the Nether Strike as well. No global silence used. It's just off cooldown for the next 30 seconds. And that's going to be the second duel picked up by the Legion Commander. 20 minutes in, only 24 duel damage. It's not the best duel damage in the world, but the later the game goes, the more opportunities that King Tekka will get for these duels, especially when they run 4-man ganks like this. The charge coming out onto Wish on the top lane, but there is 2 heroes backing him up. Matthew, is he trying to play bait as Poker sits on the sidelines waiting to come in? There's going to be the clap as well as the split. Matthew could be in a lot of trouble. The TP comes in now, the blink forward from Chris Brown, laser as well as the heat-seeking missiles, and King Tekka gets taken down. Masoku, 22 bonus intelligence. And Crow, looking for his Bloodstone, looking for those extra stacks of regen for his mana, as well as a decent amount for his health as well, but does need to stack those charges, needs to find the kills. As Bloodseeker up, does have the Radiance. Ursa got himself his Blink, his Basher and his Vlads, working towards the BKB now as well. And it looks like we're going to get a 3-hero smoke.
Double damage.
The charge comes out onto the Silencer, but Wish hanging himself, or hanging around in the trees near to Masoku. All 5 heroes on the side of DC grouping up, trying to make something happen. But the Rupture comes out, the Global Silence is committed. And Poker, with the DD, just holds for now. Global Silence, the Nether Strike does come through. Are they going to be able to find a kill with the duel as well as the Laguna Blade? Poker does go down before he can get the split off. Masoku looking to be chased down as Chris Brown and Sexy Man find a kill each. King Tekka not going to be able to get himself away from that though. As Matthew, the lone survivor on the side of DC. Wish and Sexy Man start to make the push.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's
This tier 2 tower.
fortified.
How low is it going to get as we get ourselves another pause coming out from G-Pride? As Sexy Man once again disconnects from the game with the Night Stalker in tow. Hopefully this pause won't be as long. So let's take a look at the Tinker. Got himself the level 16, 2 points into the rear. Blink Dagger as well as his Boots of Travel Ball and Soul Ring. Ursa, like we saw before, Bash of Vlad's Blink. Building towards the BKB now as well, Wish. Got himself that Hand of Midas, maybe moves himself towards... maybe towards the Aghanim Scepter. Or even the Solar Crest. Just to help out with those duels. Speaking of duels, Legion Commander on 38 damage now, so it is starting to stack. She's finding the opportunities. Going towards that Blade Mail as well will help massively towards any of her dual targets. Got ourselves a go. Matthew, Spirit got himself a 4-staff, level 14. Oh no. Okay, so it wasn't the longest pause in the world, you know. Bit of a scare there towards the end, but we are back into the game. The tier 2 tower does fall. Silencer, let's take a look at him. Like I said, got himself the bonus 22 int. It's going to be great when the Glaives of Wisdom start coming up now as well. Roshan down for the next minute and 6 seconds. And King Tekka getting pretty close. 300 gold away from finishing the Blade Mail. And once again, that is going to be great for those fights.
Dire are scanning.
Dazzle going to be coming across Witch. There's going to be the Void as well as the Silence, but there's no way to stop him from TPing out. Chris Brown just a little bit too late. There was backup coming in from King Tekka as well as Crow. And the charge does get cancelled now. Matthew thinks better of it. The smoke gank, 4 heroes stacking up on the side of G-Pride. Are going to be making a move. And they could come across the Lena with this ward. The darkness is going to go. There's going to be the Void, it looks like. Heals herself up and just instantly denies herself with the Bloodstone. 13 seconds on a respawn, but does take it down to 8 Bloodstone charges. And it's always the way. As soon as you get that Bloodstone, you start to get ganked left, right and centre. Or at least I do. So Roshan gonna be dealt with swiftly.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
As there's 4 heroes grouped up on the bottom lane for DC. But the split push potential does go the way of G-Pride here. Just being able to have that Tinker. Oof. Tinker though, the blink forward. Is there going to be a duel off? Can he get it? Just can't get it in time. The global silence does come out, but the charge was already used. Now Chris Brown. They don't even wait for the duel. They just take him down instantly. Finding the kill. Is there going to be a response from the rest of G-Pride? Not as of yet. Now the Lena in the mid lane. 8 charges looking towards the Blink Dagger. There's King Tekka. He needs that duel damage. That was really unlucky that he just couldn't get the duel off before the global silence did come out. And it was even a little bit of a delayed global silence there as well. So, yeah. Fully expecting there to be a bit of a kerfuffle there with the silencer illusion. Maybe even see a duel be wasted.
Dark light.
So bottom lane, Tinker, Chris Brown, building towards the Ags, which is going to be extremely powerful. Charge coming out. And the gem is available on the Spirit Breaker now as well. Darkness used. Was that a misclick? That's got to be a misclick, right? Unless they're going to go for a smoke up and look for a fight. So he force himself down to the low ground, but there will be a ward placed down on the high ground. Could be cleaned up by the gem if Matthew gets close. High ground ward not spotting anyone out as DC just sit behind the tower. The push coming in now from G-Pride.
Dire's middle tower is
Sexy
under
man.
attack.
Just going to be sitting at the front, right clicking down these towers. Blinks himself forward, gets one right click on, and there comes the rupture. The blood right as well. Are they going to try and make a move from this? King Tekka could potentially come in and try and look for the last hit with the duel as Sexy Man gets pretty low, but the Aegis is still available for the Ursa.
My face.
So Lena
Gold remains.
pushing in the bot lane. The Tinker could respond. Looks like even the Spirit Breaker's coming in for a bit of backup. Meanwhile, the top lane, it looks like the blink forward, the clap is going to be off the mark. As the Bloodseeker gets himself back to safety of his high ground. The charge cancelled off. Silencer, 24 plus intelligence. Legion Commander, plus 38 damage.
Radiant's bottom tower
Ursa
is under attack.
doesn't have the blink, but does have the Diffusal Blade for the charge. And Chase down now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Mid tower, tier 3 being pressured in.
Dire's structures are fortified.
DC need to respond quickly. The charge comes in, the duel comes through as well onto the silencer. Do they have enough damage? They do, and the duel is won. And now the Ursa locked down for a little while as the Grave does come out, but the Aegis is going to be popped. Wish trying to come back and help us carry the split is going to be there as well as King Tekka gets taken down by Poker. You'll set to use the blink for back Crow. Laguna Blade is going to be used to take down Sexy Man once and for all. Wish getting pretty low. The right clicks do come out, and there's going to be the Nether Strike as well. Chris Brown taken away. And now only the Panda left. 4 heroes on the side of DC. They played this well. Poker not going to be able to get himself away. The clap does come up, but the charge as well as the Light Strike Array. And it's going to be a 5-man wipe going the way of DC. As, yeah, it looks like Legion Commander bought back for that. So DC now, no rush available for the next 2 minutes and 45. Everybody on the side of G-Pride down for about 30 seconds. Night Stalker coming up pretty quickly though. The Silencer gets Yule Scepter up and they're going to go for another duel. The duel is going to be there and this is going to be a Silencer down for the next 47 seconds. No global silence available. The push comes in. 5 heroes dead on the side of G-Pride. The fortification used for the tier 2 tower. Night Stalker back alive now, but it looks like Legion Commander just backs himself away. King Tekka doesn't want to overextend too far as the Ursa does come back alive now. TPs himself to the shrine, so looks to cut off King Tekka as he blinks himself forward. There's going to be the clap himself. Right clicks come out, Fury swipes. And Sexy Man finds the kill. No Legion Commander for the next minute or so. But the push comes in. Poker gets the clap. Cleans off the wave. And it's 4 points into the Earthshock as well, so that's between the clap and the Earthshock, a whole load of damage and slows. So G-Pride looking to make a push with no Legion Commander. She did buy back, so she's down for the next 26 seconds. And the TP cancels from the Tinker, so it is a 4v4 until the Tinker can get there. Do they disengage? It looks like they want to go in. The Rupture goes onto the Ursa now as well. Being forced to forward, the Global Silence is going to be used, but Poker gets his split off before he gets taken down. Ursa trying to go, uses the cheese to get himself back to health, and Shiva's got to go. It looks like the Ursa's going to go down anyway. Laser bounces through onto 3 or 4 heroes. Split used. Going to be wearing off in the next 5 seconds though, and the chase comes out just as the Legion Commander comes back alive. TPs herself to the shrine, looks for whatever they can, and Poker going to be taken down by the Laguna Blade, so the chase coming out. Are they going to be able to find anyone with the duel? LC still silenced. Charge coming right up now. If you can get to the high ground with the 4-staff Misoku. Game of cat and mouse. But again, no Ursa for the next 40 seconds. No Panda for the next 36. He does have the buyback available though. Charge comes out onto the top lane. Wish just gets the TP out in time. A split second before that would have connected from Matthew.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So the net worth just starting to go DC's way now. Just a little bit under 1k. LC just blinks himself back, doesn't look for the duel as the Panda does. TP and Brewmaster come into the defense of his Tinker. But with that tier 3 tower going down, it does leave the shrines vulnerable. King Tekka. Building towards the BKB, going to help out great during the duels. And just surviving in general. 17 Bloodstone charges on the Lina now. 17. She was down to 8 about 10 minutes ago. If that. The group up coming from DC. And Spirit Breaker, is he going to look for the charge? Going to be looking for it onto Wish. There's going to be the Yule Scepter as well to help them close the gap. Light Striker over the top. There's going to be the Global Silence, and Lina needs to get herself back to the shrine. The Force Staff is going to be the runtime as the split comes out from the Pandas. Brewmaster though. Oh, Matthew wants to be chasing deep into this Force Staff in the Night Stalker back. And the Pandas, are they going to make a move? They've got to be careful of King Tekka. He is about. The split does wear off. Poker gets silenced up as well. And the charge. The bash coming out from a ton. Or just cancelling the TP.
Bleed your last.
But still no duel. And DC find the kill. Roshan, over the next 13 seconds, if DC hanging around, they are going to be able to scout this out. Darkness is going to be used. They make a move, but they make a move onto the illusions of the Bloodseeker. The Force Staff, a ton, with the Heat-seeking missiles as well. Is he going to be able to get himself away? Getting himself pretty low, but LC is going to be there to lend a hand as the charge comes in. Coming in onto the Tinker as well, just before he can get the TP off. Blood right with the Nether Strike, the duel and the Laguna Blade. Crow securing the kill, securing the damage for the LC. And now Sexy Man could be in a bit of trouble, throws out his rage, but he is going to be kited about. One more right click and it's going to be DC a ton. Picking up that kill. No Ursa for the next 72 seconds. The buyback comes through from the Tinker though. Blink forward, clap. Is there going to be a split? Not for the next 17 seconds. Poker looking to defend as much as possible. Chris Brown being charged down from downtown. But it's coming from the DC fountain, so it's going to take a long time to get in there. And this could be the death of the Bloodseeker first. Looks like he's going to try and turn it around. Look for the kill onto the Brewmaster, which he does find. Which gives him just that little bit of extra health. No duel. 1 second before it's back up. Does he try and go for this? The Purge is going to be there. Matthew gets the charge.
Fear quiets magic.
And the Nether Strike from Deep Masoku. And it looks like, are they even going to try and go for this? No. No duel committed as of yet. But Night Stalker could be going for this. The blink forward as well. The duel, is it going to be on time? The crippling silence just stops the duel from coming off. The rupture as well onto Wage the Blood right. So he's dead either way. And an instant buyback from the Night Stalker while the darkness is still raging. But it looks like DC back themselves up. They find Roshan is alive and move themselves into the pit now.
Radiant are scanning.
Night Stalker going to be moving himself into range. The charge comes through, not onto the Night Stalker though. He is stopped by the Void. So 2 seconds on that. What's he gone for? So the smoke group up. Lina may be using as bait near these shrines. And it looks like they want to go for a flank, but Poker is there. He does have the split available. They find the duel. Is it going to be enough? Onto the Ursa, trying to find the kill. They do. It looks like he wins the duel as well. Bloodseeker missiles. Elsie just being kept alive as the Bloodseeker chasing down the silencer. They want to find this, but the shrine has been popped. T3 tower now may be exposed no worse for the next 67 seconds. But DC, they do need to heal up as these heat-seeking missiles doing so much damage. So potentially if DC can find the heals from King RD.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
LC, the shrine, not available for the next 160 odd seconds. But DC, they want to push down at least this tier 2 tower.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They make a move around, and the Legion Commander now sitting on 102 damage, so it is starting to get up there. Meanwhile, the silence hasn't grown for the past 5, 6, 7 minutes. Spirit Breaker, does he get himself away?
For the twins.
Oh, they can't turn this around. They can't turn this around with a Tinker sitting right there. They do have a Lina coming in though. The slow from the Shiva's Guard just a little bit off Masoku.
Haste.
And Lina now, 22 Bloodstone charges, 46 mana regen, as well as an Aegis. Yeah, Tinker, rightly so, cancels that TP to the creep wave. Charge cancelled just now. Looks like he didn't want to make a move onto the Ursa. Matthew though will find himself a regen, or scout one out at least. The charge coming through. Onto, yeah, instantly cancelled. I'm assuming he saw the 4 heroes and thought better of it.
More fuel for my fire.
Just charging the creep wave. It looks like they maybe want to go for another gank. LC, is there a smoke available? No, but they are stacking up 3 heroes. Poker. Could potentially be in a little bit of danger. What's the vision like? It's actually, there's not a lot of vision coming up on the side of the Dire. In the Radiant side of the base. Radiant side of the map even. But wish. The push is going to come in. Are they going to try and make a jump on the Tinker? The Tinker TPs himself back safely. The tier 3 tower on the bot lane being pressured in. And now the Night Stalker does have a Darkname Scepter. That vision's going to be great, but it doesn't stop him from being caught out in the duel. Laguna Blade isn't even going to be needed. They're taking down. The Global Silence was committed there to try and stop that duel from taking effect. And the stun comes out. The Laguna Blade now takes down Poker. And the Sexy Man, even with the BKB, the right clicks coming out, the Rage is going to be wearing off pretty soon. And with the Laguna Blade, the Light Strike Array, and just the right clicks from pretty much everybody on the side of DC. DC commanded position to take this game now. T3 tower
Radiant's middle tower is
under a lot of pressure. It looks like they want to be taking the top lane as well as the mid.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And G-Pride made a great go of it, 40 minutes, but it looks like now, even with the spam coming up from the Tinker, this could potentially be mega creeps.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Tinker trying to do the best he can while he waits for, well, his Panda as well as his Night Stalker and Ursa to come back up.
Radiant's middle barracks.
And now the Lina. Still got that Aegis, 25 Bloodstone charges. Just clears off this wave. As the creeps push in.
Illusion.
And now the shrines. Yeah, these shrines are going to be targeted and taken down
Radiant's top shrine
pretty darn
is
quickly.
under attack. Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen. Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
And now DC coming from behind.
Radiant's top shrine has
Well,
fallen.
yeah, it was always kind of even, but now they've got this 24k net worth lead. G-Pride stuck in the base. They've lost 2 lanes of racks. And DC making a comeback in this game. Look like they are potentially going to be putting the pressure on this bottom lane and looking to end the game.
Double damage.
Darkness has been used. But that doesn't stop King Tekka from just walking straight up, getting the duel off onto the Night Stalker. The charge comes in as well. And once again, the Global Silence just a little bit too late. Gem is on the deck now. The Sexy Man being right-clicked down. He's got himself his Rage. He has been ruptured, taken down by the Laguna Blade. The split comes out now as well, and GG is going to be called by Wiz. And DC. G-Pride putting up a really good fight in the second game, but DC take the series 2-0, which means G-Pride move down to the lower brackets with Continuum, and SG and DC move on for today. Let me take a look at the timetable. So it looks like, yeah, match 5 and match 6, which is the losers brackets, will be taking place, as far as I can see. Hang on. Yeah, so match 5 and match 6 is, which is the losers brackets, will be taking place today in about, what's that, an hour-ish? It might actually be about an hour and a half. If we take a look. Oh no, so it is going to be in about half an hour. I'm not going to be around to cast that. It is now 1:30 in the morning, UK time, so I will be signing off. I don't know if anyone else is lined up to cast that, but it should be happening in Dota TV anyway. Which is going to be Continuum facing off against G-Pride. G-Pride looking really strong though. Could only fault them for the last 10-15 minutes or so of that game, but they were, you know, pretty strong. Decent lineup. Just started to fall off towards the end as DC came into their own. But take nothing away from them. G-Pride put up a really decent fight. So yeah, I've been Robin If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Twitch and Twitter at Robin Gaming. Hopefully I'll be back for more qualifier games. There's so many qualifiers happening at the moment that, you know, like I say, hopefully I'll be back for some. You'll be able to see me around on the multiple BTS streams, as well as my own personal stream. But for now, I will be signing off. I hope you enjoyed it, had a good evening, afternoon or morning, depending on your time zone, and I will see you next time.